everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha Linden. You're watching Fresh Linen Crochet. I'm here with a few updates, life update, and a few updates to some projects that I was working on in my last video. And then I have a list of all of my fall things that I want to get working on and make. So first things first, I am not pregnant anymore. I had my baby. I had him 1 month ago exactly today, and his name is Everett because I didn't have a name the whole time. So yeah, baby Everett. I gave birth to him August 8th, and it was really quick. It was great, and that's that. So you'll probably see him because he's always with me, and we just love him so much. He's so cute, and I feel like he's like just been here forever. Like, I don't know, he just like fits so perfectly with us as a family and everything, and his brothers are so excited. And so I will say that the tan and like ivory set that I made for him, the beanie, the diaper cover, and the socks, they all fit him really well. He was 8 pounds 10 ounces, but all those fit still. I will say that the green and white beanie, so that's the first update, that I wanted to make that with the green and white yarn and do like the crocheted beanie as well. I ended up starting it, but this yarn is so thin that it did not work very well. It's a mixed yarn. Let me see. I remember it was 60% acrylic and 40% polyamide. So it was just too thin. I could see my yarn carrying through with the checkers, so I didn't prefer it. I took it apart. I started making it in stripes instead, and then I didn't like that either because this is so thin that when I went in, basically it's so thin that when I went in with to make like the next row, it just, I don't know, I didn't like how loose the stitches were. So I decided instead to do both yarns at one time, which I haven't done a hat or a beanie like that before. So I did it with both yarns at the same time, and I think it came out super cute. I was so excited for this beanie, you guys. I was like, this is perfect. I did it the same count as the tan and white one. However, this was too small for his head. So I've been like admiring it for months. Well, I probably made it like a month before he came. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, I think it looks great. And then I was going to make the other boys' ones just like this with the same yarn. But then this one didn't even fit the baby. So that was a bummer. I don't know what to do with it now. It's just so cute. But I did in the hospital bring that yarn, and I started making another one. That would be bigger, longer and bigger. I haven't finished it because it's 100 degrees here still in California, so it's not like I've been putting him in a hat anyways. I would have finished that already if it was cold, but it's not cold. So I will finish that because it's cute, and then I think I'll have to make the other boys a matching one because they all want to be twinsies, all of them. The other thing is I finished my green sweater. So I did show this in my last video that I was working on it. I have attached the pockets and I added the hearts on the sleeves. I will say they're uneven if you look at it, but that's because I put it on and stitch them on where my sleeves are. So when I wear it, they're in the same place. Like, are my arms uneven? My arms might be uneven, so that might be something that I found out through making this. The other thing I will show you is that my holes are uneven. So I could have sworn that I spaced them out like 14 and then 14, but maybe I didn't. And so I kind of messed that up. This was also my first time doing buttonholes and my first time putting buttons on a sweater. I usually just leave them like open, but I feel like if I do it like this, it's cuter. If I actually do it, then you can like kind of notice more how it's uneven. So I might just leave that, but it is, if you don't remember, I made this while I was big belly pregnant, and so I wanted to make sure it hit the right spot, and I think it actually hits in the perfect spot. I really love it. The pockets are super cute. I've also never added pockets to anything. And then, yeah, the hearts on the sleeves. They're like a little bit more bulky than I wanted, but you know what? It gives it that homemade feel. It is homemade. I made it for myself, so I think it's super cute. I am gonna wash it. I haven't washed it. Obviously I didn't block this. This is a pattern, which I'll link below again. I linked it in the last video too, but from MJ's Off the Hook Crochet, and it's just worked from the top down, all one piece, which is just crazy how she can just figure that out there. I definitely recommend these. I had this whole thing crocheted without this part, but like the main body piece in like, I don't know, probably like 2.5 days. It just works up so quick. And it's like pretty much all half double crochets. There's a few double crochets when you're starting out, but then it pretty much all goes to half doubles. So yeah. And I think I used about, I love this yarn, and I used probably 3 skeins of this green color and 1 of the white to do the outer like border. And I think it's so cute because the green has like the white in it. Let me see here. The green has like the white in it, so the white just, I don't know, complemented it. I just, oh my gosh, stop putting, I don't like when I put my hair behind my ears, but then I keep doing that. Just don't touch it. Don't touch your hair. Okay. Anyways, I love this sweater, and I'm gonna wash it, like I said, to help get it to kind of like loosen up and kind of fit a little better. But yeah, it's super cute. Next, oh, the baby blanket. So the last update that I gave was that I was finger knitting it, but the yarn that I had was too like soft and slippery, which I know sounds super weird, but that's just how it worked. Every time I'd pull out the stitches, it just wouldn't stay. And I watched so many videos of people finger knitting, and I was getting so irritated, and it was pretty much not me. I'm not the problem. The yarn is the problem. So I decided, I was like, I need to get this blanket done. Like, this baby's gonna come soon. Like, joke's on me, this baby did not come as quick as I thought. But I was like, I need to get this blanket done. So I grabbed a big old crochet hook. I grabbed the thick yarn. I had 4 skeins, 2 in the white, 2 in the green. So I grabbed the 2 unused skeins, and I made this blanket for him. I crocheted this, and I love it. It's really soft. It's like nice and thick. So it works great as like a mat to lay him on, like a soft surface. And it also works great, like I said, it's 100 degrees outside. I'm not really using a blanket for him. In the house, like I'll put it on him during his naps during the daytime. If he's taking his nap like on my bed while I'm right here, then I'll put this blanket across him, and it's nice. Or sometimes in his swing, he'll take a nap in his swing, and I just gently lay it across, and it just gives a little bit of like slight like weight to it. So he loves this blanket. And I also am thinking about, I still have the rest of the skeins, and I think I'm going to do a border around it. I want to use those up to do a border around here. And then if you guys want like a tutorial, it's super easy, but I can still do one anyways. It worked up in like 2 hours, okay? If you actually, I hate, there's all these tutorials on like quick baby blanket and things like that. If you're ever like looking, they're never quick. The fastest one I've ever made was 2 weeks, and it was all waffle stitch, and I made a pretty nice size baby blanket with that. But this one worked up in 2 hours because it's so thick and everything, and I think that it's just great. So I'm gonna add a border on it, and then yeah, I'll probably do a tutorial video on it. But it's really nice. I don't know exactly what the size is on it. I haven't like measured it, but I do know that it's nice, and the baby loves it, and the older boys are a little jealous. They want a blanket too. So I will come back to finger knitting and try it again. But the other thing about finger knitting is having to constantly burn the yarn together, and that scares me, okay? But this was made, that's all, I was gonna say this was all half double crochet in the back loop only. That's it. And it makes this really nice texture with that yarn. That is the baby blanket. So on to the next part of the video, which is all the fall stuff that we're gonna be making, which first I need to change into my other sweater. Okay, here is my fall sweater. This is the first sweater I've ever made for myself. I made this probably 2 years ago now, art pattern for Halloween sweaters off of Etsy. Autumn Olive Crochet, that's what it is. And then yeah, she gives you the tutorials on how to add these things and stuff. This yarn was like a yarn I had gotten on clearance that had all these different colors, and I just like did all the, yeah, it was like, I still think about when I made the sweater, and it's kind of crazy to me. But then the sweater kind of fell apart in some areas, one of the arms, one of the sleeves, and I had to do like some doctoring to like weave it in better and fix it. This one also needs to be washed. This one was in like pieces, like back panel, front panel, the back's different colors. Yeah, this is probably like the most color work I think I've ever done on something, and this was it was a lot of fun doing all this color work because I made my sister the same sweater without the skulls, just one color, and I was like, okay, that was fun, but kind of boring. So then I thought for myself I wanted to do all this color work, and yeah, I made this. It was one of those Karen like Go yarns, you know, the yarn that was in the circle. That's what I used to make most of the sweater, with the exception of this dark green color and I think the white. But other than that, like the oranges and stuff, and this red and the tan, I think too. Yeah, I don't know. This thing is a work of art. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love this sweater. I can't believe that I made it, and I'm so proud. I'm gonna wash this one when I wash the other one, but this is my fall sweater, so you'll probably see it a lot. So our list of fall things. First on the list, I had bought these, and I'd shown them in a previous video. I think I got these on clearance at Joann's right before they shut down. So the Bernat blanket yarn. The plans for these is to make big old pumpkins to go on, like I want one for my bed, I want some for the couch downstairs, but pretty much I'm going to use up, I have 2 of the green, 1 of the light orange, 2 of the dark orange. I want to use up all of those skeins of yarn to make pumpkins. Okay, it's all going to be used for pumpkins, and then that's it. So I'm thinking about having a video where I'm just making a bunch of pumpkins. And yeah, I also have 2 big bags of polyfill that are just like sitting in my closet, so those are gonna be used to fill the pumpkins, and then probably some scrap yarn as well, because I have a box of a ton of scrap yarn. That's all a thing. So that's gonna be a thing. The next project is, oh, let me grab the yarn. I bought all this Halloween yarn from Hobie because they had it on sale a while ago, and I thought these would be great for Halloween scrunchies for my shop. So I'm going to be making Halloween scrunchies with these, and I'm going to get on that ASAP. Another thing is I had an idea, oh my goodness, for a pumpkin scrunchie. I'm going to be using these 2 for. I'm working on writing like the pattern up for that, so that way I can like record a tutorial on it. That's another fall thing. And then I have just this basket of all these fall colored yarns that I pretty much got on clearance at Hobby Lobby a while ago, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with them. If I want to make like beanies or I don't know, scrunchies, or what I want to do. These 2 I'll probably make a pumpkin out of, a pumpkin or 2, with like, cause it's a nice soft yarn. Like, do I want to make some pumpkins out of this, or do I want to make like a headband? I'm not sure, but there's gonna be just using up some nice fall colored like yarn to make things. Another fall thing is going to be this hat. The pom-pom is removable, so come off. Ugh, there we go. You can wear it with that pom-pom on there or without, and I'm pretty sure I showed this in another video. It's the hat I made for my sister, so I'm working on a tutorial for this. Goodness. And I am making myself one, but it's taking forever to make because of this yarn is thinner than what I'm normally used to. This is like regular acrylic. This yarn is I don't know what, because I lost the like wrapper on it a long time ago, but the other thing is that this yarn, I think it might be a yarn from dollar store. See, because it's gonna go back, not like that. But anyways, I've had to add, oh my goodness, I'm getting all tangled up. I've had to add a lot of extra things. It must be like a size 3 yarn. But yeah, I've had to add a lot more rows than I normally would have. And then I also, yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm not even gonna finish it. The yarn keeps falling apart, so the yarn keeps breaking apart. It'll just snap, or it'll just like not be connected, and it's like one of the most annoying things. I've had to reattach it like 4 times, and yeah, so I don't know. I'll see if I'm gonna finish that or not, but I am gonna be doing a tutorial on that hat. And then I have a wreath. I have a grapevine wreath that I bought. I have some stems that go in it, but I'm going to be crocheting little pumpkins to put on it, and that's going to go, I don't know, I might hang that on the pantry door or something. I don't think I'm going to hang it on the front door, but we'll see. I probably won't. Maybe I'll hang it on the inside of the door. I don't know. But I made one last year for my mom, and I never got to finish mine and make it, so it's definitely another fall project I'm going to be making. I also need to crochet the baby's pumpkin beanie. The older two have pumpkin beanies, but the baby does not have one yet, so I need to crochet him his pumpkin beanie. I am also working on the Sardar Halloween crochet along. I realize at this point it's done. Everybody else probably finished theirs. I'm very behind. I bought the box of the Sardar yarn, and I made the gingerbread blanket for Christmas last year, but I made it with just like regular acrylic yarn that I already had, and then that blanket is so big, and so this time I decided to buy their yarn to do it, and I don't necessarily like that yarn. It's leaving a lot of like fluffies floating in the air, and I feel every time I work with it, I feel like there's like hairs in my mouth, you know what I'm saying? So there's that, but I just decided I wanted to buy their kit and make it instead with that. So I am in the middle of that. I think I'm almost done with like week 2, so I'm very behind. It's just something I'm slowly working on at night. Another thing I'm going to be making, and I'm very excited for this video and to make this. I was doing my research last night, but I don't know if you've seen it. It's all over Pinterest, but it's a bucket hat, and then it has 2 little pumpkins like for the where the ears are. And I thought that is so cute, and I could easily remake that. Of course, the person who, like the picture, like it's all over Pinterest. She sells the pattern on Etsy, and then she also sells the made version on Etsy. Like she'll sell the like ready-made thing. She has a YouTube tutorial as well, and I'll link her YouTube tutorial below. It's for like the baby size, I think, though. But I mean, making a bucket hat is pretty basic, depending on which technique you like. I don't really prefer the technique that she uses, so I'm going to make it the way I like to make it anyways. And then making pumpkins, there's a million different ways to make pumpkins if we're being real. So yeah, that's all really easy, so I'm going to be making that. But I'm going to make myself one, but my sister, it was just her birthday, and I said, hey, I wanted to make you this hat. What color do you want? And she wants hers to be totally different. And yeah, the colors she thought are so cute. So I'm really excited to do that. That's probably going to be my next video. We'll see. I think that might be it. Pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins. The pumpkin hat, the baby's pumpkin beanie, pumpkin scrunchies, and the Halloween scrunchies. That's pretty much it. I'm really looking forward to fall. It's finally supposed to cool down a little bit this week into the 80s, which it's been in the hundreds, so into the 80s is like a big deal. I wish it would just rain. I mean, that would be helpful. But yeah, I feel like I had some other fall ideas. I just can't remember them right now. We'll see though. I did want to do some bandanas with like a skull on them, but in like more neon colors. We'll see if I get around to that, I guess. But I think that's it. There was other things I wanted to crochet, like, have you seen the like when they crochet that pillow that looks like a piece of pumpkin pie? That's adorable. Or the like big thing that looks like a pumpkin spice latte. That thing is adorable. But I don't think I'll have time for those things. And I'm trying to use up the yarn that I already have. Oh my goodness, I just got the hiccups. Use the yarn that I already have. And to make those projects, I'd have to buy new yarn. So I probably won't make those this fall time. Might just be everything that I just listed off. I will say Ezekiel wants a sweater. And I say that because I showed these in a previous video, but I bought these buttons at Michael's, and I'm gonna go back and get another. Oh my goodness, I had it and then I lost it. There we go. These are buttons for like sweaters and stuff. And so these Mickey and Minnie Mouse ones are so cute. I'm gonna go back and get another one if they have it. But these were like $5.99, I think. And Ezekiel saw them on my desk and he really wants a sweater with some of these on it. Oh, I should come back and focus. He really wants a sweater with some of these. I really would love to make him a sweater. Like I think like the big, he really likes to be cozy. I was thinking of one of the granny square ones. Hexagon sweaters, basically where they start in the armpit. I was thinking about making him one of those, but then oh well, actually that wouldn't make sense. I was saying there's a cute, I want to make one for the baby, a pullover sweater. And I think is it Brianna or Brianna? I don't remember. Brianna K. She has a good tutorial for one on her channel. So I was going to hopefully make the baby a sweater. I was just thinking I could make Zeke one, but then he wouldn't need the buttons. Unless I just, I don't know. I was actually gonna be, no. This is what we'll do. Hang on, I got it. Okay. I also got this Halloween yarn from Hobie. I got this cotton set, which I'm pretty sure is for making socks maybe, but I don't know. I just wanted it. And then I got these two as well. This one is a candy cake and this one is a Halloween Horizon. Super cute. I can make Zeke a Halloween beanie out of this and then just attach some of these buttons. Because these buttons are so cute. I don't necessarily want to use them on a sweater. Then I'm going to be like washing and then these could potentially fall off, or if he's buttoning and the button falls off. But if I just add it as a cute little accent on a little beanie, can you imagine that? It's all cuffed and then I have this on. Okay. Enoch wants one too with the other buttons. So there's 6 buttons. I can let them pick which buttons and then I can just attach them to the beanie. The other thing I wanted to do was put stitch with the yarn, stitch their initials into a beanie. I thought that would be so cute, but okay, now I just want to make that beanie. I don't have time for that right now, but let me see what time it is. Oh, yep. It's time to go. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're as excited for all of this as I am, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, Crochet Besties.